For as long as I can remember, I've been excited for E3, which is when all the major gaming companies reveal their upcoming hit titles for the next couple years. It was a time of the year I always look forward to, so much so that my parents usually let me skip school to watch all the conferences. Just seeing all the trailers and getting enthralled in the whole hype culture was a lot of fun. Now, E3 2014 was probably the best convention of recent memory due to how many games that I was interested in got announced. You had your Ori and the Blind Forest, Witcher 3, Sunset Overdrive, Far Cry 4, Zelda U, Splatoon, Captain Toad, Amiibo, the new Star Fox, and so many more. To me, watching all these new games getting revealed is about as exciting as it could get. But then, during E3 2015, things began to change. During that time, I was still mainly just a Nintendo fan, and they dropped the ball with the lackluster reveals and disappointments. Instead of announcing games that people were anticipating, they did the exact opposite, with the unveiling of titles like Metroid Prime Federation Force and Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. It didn't help that Microsoft, EA, and Ubisoft also had uneventful press conferences. Even Sony's, which was easily my favorite, wasn't all that exciting. So with E3 2016 fast approaching, I can't help but feel not excited in the slightest. Of course, the decline in interesting reveals and conferences isn't the only reason I'm not feeling enthusiastic about this year's E3. There's also the fact that Nintendo seems poised to bungle this year's E3 just as badly as last year's conference. A couple weeks ago, Nintendo announced that there would be no digital event during E3. For those unaware, Nintendo's digital event is their pre-recorded E3 presentation that showcases new Nintendo games while also unveiling new information for already confirmed titles. Regardless of the content of these videos, they're well produced and are great fan service for people like me. Not to mention, this is easily the most anticipated thing for me during the whole E3 shebang. No matter how many times Nintendo disappoints me, I'll still be excited to watch their digital events or directs. Because of that, Nintendo not having a digital event is extremely saddening. I understand they have nothing more to unveil for 2016 with the NX reveal apparently coming soon, but something, just something, would be appreciated. Nintendo could even come out and say, hey guys, this year's digital event won't be as big since we're not ready to showcase new and big things like our new console and those games. But next year will be amazing. Don't worry. And I would be less disappointed than I am now. Plus, I'm sure they could find something to show off more, like Paper Mario Color Splash, new DLC for Splatoon, like those Octolings, which I don't think I've ever seen before, and something else. Sure, they have Zelda U and a long Treehouse event about just that game, but even that in and of itself is very disappointing. As much as I love Zelda, I don't think it could redeem Nintendo's minuscule presence at E3 this year. However, I want to clarify something, because I sound like a huge douche complaining about a company not meeting my expectations. Since I'm a video game consumer, I feel like I have a right to complain about Nintendo and they're disappointing me as a fan. It's not the same thing as a subscription where you're paying them for a long-term service or support. They release games occasionally and you consider buying them. That being said, as a business, they have an interest in ensuring good public relations, and if they're fucking up in that regard, you should be able to point it out. It might be petty of me to say that their choice to not reveal anything new is not exciting and frankly bad business for a convention as popular as E3, but again, not everything in this world is exempt from criticism. Anyways, Nintendo is the main thing I look forward to every E3, so without them, E3 seems lackluster. I guess there is Kingdom Hearts 3 to get me excited, new ukulele footage to give me an erection, and I'm sure Sony's conference will be okay at worst, but aside from that, I can't find anything to be excited about. I was even invited to attend E3 this year, but after weighing the costs of the trips to the content of the show, I declined. I don't think this E3 was even worth attending for free, which really goes to show how disinterested I am. Am I the only one who's not even excited in the least for E3 2016? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you want, you know, if you disagree or agree with me. As always, thank you so much for watching and take care. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.